if we don't like it, we can like re-record it, but
Yeah.
talk about the same stuff.
I'm actually recording what we're doing right now just to see how the file comes over and shit. I just started recording it right now just to kind of see. So, but
I mean, I figured like I don't know about are you gonna have like headphones on doing this? I figured I was gonna plug in headphones to have headphones on while we're talking.
well, like Walton said, like when we're recording on it, it's only going to record from my end. So like, I don't think I could put headphones in. I don't know. The problem is we're going to have the video on.
So if I have a mic here and it's recording me, but you're recording me through like my laptop.
Yeah, but I don't know how these things work. That's again why I want to record it right now, so I have an idea. They said Walton screwed up when he tried doing it on Skype.
So what are you recording with? Are you recording with Zoom or you have a
with Zoom? Literally at the bottom, there's an option that says record, and I just started recording, and it's showing up top like recording. And there's a pause and a stop. So, and that's one of the other things where like we wouldn't be able to do past an hour unless you use Jess's account or unless we use Skype.
Yeah, we could just use Jess's. It's free. The only thing that would be like my name wouldn't be up there. It would be Jess's name.
You mean you can't edit the name for the show and then edit it right back?
How do you edit the name?
You have to click rename.
Now if you're the host, it's under your account.
Yeah, just click the name.
You sign on to her account and then change your name without her knowing, and then you change it back.
Yeah, I think you can. I can't use Zoom on school anyway. I'll never be.
I know I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying like if Mike's
Yeah,
talking right now,
there's a way.
you're telling me I can change my name on her.
Yeah, because if I'm Jess to you in a Zoom, but in a Zoom if I do it with kids, I'd be Miss Madden.
Mike just changed. You changed that. Mike changed it to Mr. Butt.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could change it.
Oh, so Mike's the host. Okay, Mike. Okay, so you can change it. Can you change your name too, Mike?
Yeah, that's what I seen it on mine.
Gotcha. All right. Well, now we know that.
I was wondering if you could take the name off completely. Yeah, so that's good to know.
What's your AOL email?
All right. Well.
AOL.
So then I got to work on a logo.
Why don't you just use our guys that you made for this?
You know, I'm probably gonna end up finding a way to do it somewhat.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
Okay, I just
But,
sent link to what I made for.
I mean,
I'm going to prepare like this is going to be our first episode. So prepare like it's going to be our first episode. If you have anything,
you want to just strictly talk Sixers?
well, how about we text about it? We'll kind of plan it out and see how this goes throughout the week leading up to Saturday. If there's anything you want to talk about, I want to talk about, we'll kind of go back and forth and figure out what we want to talk about. I mean, the Sixers is the easy hanging fruit that we can talk about. But we'll text about it. We'll see how this works. Worst case scenario, we just talk about Sixers. But
I'm cool with that.
all right.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Okay. I'm excited.
I'll make sure. Oh, absolutely. I'll make sure I get the mic off him like today or tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah.
And then we'll be good.
All right.
Who do you think, a little preview, who do you think they should hire as the coach?
I hate when people suggest this guy,
Who?
but Mark Jackson.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Their team, I don't want to get too far into it.
Enough, man.
I don't want to get too, I'm going to save it, but like,
they're all bitches.
there is too much that needs to be done.
I agree.
There's too much. They had it. They had it there. And I don't want to go off on it because I'm going to go off on everybody. Everybody I'm going off on. Everybody that says trade Embiid, that says trade Simmons, that says Tobias Harris sucks, that says Josh Richardson sucks, that says Al Horford sucks. I'm going off on everybody. Because it wasn't Brett Brown's fault. It was a mixture of fucking everybody. This was a mixture of everybody that caused this.
You don't think Brett Brown was a little bit of a pushover and too much of a nurturer and not a coach?
I think Brett Brown got a team put on him that didn't go well together.
Do you
And
think
he
they would have
tried-
been better off with Jimmy Butler?
I think he tried to make it work. I think he tried to make work what they had. I think if you left it up to him, he probably would have kept Jimmy Butler if you left it up to him.
Well, I mean, I've heard and read that he didn't like Jimmy Butler.
I think he would have kept Jimmy Butler. I don't think he would have ever replaced Jimmy Butler with Al Horford. I think he would have kept J.J. Redick.
I'm gonna have to do some research. I got to see the timeline of when the whole Colangelo thing happened, and then he was let go, and then it was Brett Brown doing both, and then whenever they hired Elton Brand.
Well, the Tobias and Jimmy thing happened when they hired Elton Brand. That was Elton Brand news. Elton Brand, I'm pretty sure, was in the office at that point when they made those moves, which I was never against them. But
don't you think Jimmy left mainly because of Brett, or no?
now, I think and I think he's alluded to it a little bit. I think he felt disrespected when they talked to him. I think Elton didn't want to bring him back. I think Elton, unfortunately, is buddies with Horford and wanted to bring Horford in. And I think he thought that Jimmy button heads with his superstars was not worth the hassle. The problem was Jimmy gave them what they needed, and Tobias didn't. Josh Richardson doesn't. Now Horford doesn't.
I mean, it's a lot of money to be not making.
Yeah. I mean, you got what their careers have said they are.
Yeah.
Tobias is who Tobias always was.
Mm-hmm.
You brought in three guys. You hoped that a 40-year-old Al Horford was going to get better. You hoped that Tobias, who's been in this league how long now, was suddenly going to change his game completely. Then you thought Josh Richardson, who when they traded Dwayne Wade away the first fucking time, and they gave the ball to Josh Richardson and said, this is your team, completely did not hold up. And now they're like, wait, hey, he can do it here, though. Why? Why was he suddenly going to be able to do it here? You can't put three subpar shooters around two guys that can't shoot. Two guys need the ball in their hand, can't shoot. I don't care what Embiid shoots. He can't shoot. He shouldn't be shooting. You have two guys that are more effective underneath. You need JJ, Chris Middleton. You need guys that are going to knock down open shots. Not Korkmaz, who is a 40% shooter when he's wide open. Like, there's a reason why Shake Milton got put in a point guard. And it's not because he's a good point guard. It's because he was one of our better shooters. And you see what happened when he played fucking point guard. That first game in the bubble, dude, that fucking TJ McConnell made him look like he was some fucking scrub off the street. He just stole the ball from whenever the fuck he wanted to. Because he's not a point guard. He's a Lou Williams point guard. That's what he is. Shake Milton's not. He's not a point guard. And then you can't put fucking Simmons down at power forward and say, hey, he's not going to bring the ball up at all. And, hey, let's use Tobias Harris and Josh Richardson. Neither one of them are main ball handlers. And let's put them around this guy that's not a main ball handler. And we don't know why this ain't working. Tobias Harris is an average shooter. I don't know why he's not making more shots. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The team was built awful. They had JJ. They had Jimmy Butler. They had two guys that could make up for that. Simmons and Embiid are defensive fucking phenomenons. You can leave one small white guy out there that can't play defense. Just stop fucking switching everything. Not every team in the NBA switches. And somehow they thought, hey, let's switch JJ onto their center. And now we got to take him out. No, change your philosophy. That's where I fault Brown. Brown, I felt like, tried to force his philosophy into the team instead of changing his philosophy for what he had. That was the problem. He wanted that Spurs philosophy, that whole fucking 3 fail shot thing. And you can't do it when you got 3-point shooters. You got Bellinelli and Ginobili sitting on the outside, you can do it. They didn't have them. And Jimmy was that. Jimmy was you can't end the game giving the ball to Embiid at the end. You just can't. You can't. Any fucking professional team would know, let's double Embiid. Go ahead. Let Shake Milton shoot this shot because we know you're going to force the ball into Embiid anyway. Oh, Ben Simmons caught it on the inbounds? He ain't shooting the ball. Let's all just pack down to Embiid because this play's probably meant for him. Now let's follow Korkmaz around with our other guy. There's a reason why JJ was making game winners. There's a reason why we were going to Butler at the end of the games. Those guys will take that shot. You don't need to be a superstar. You need a guy that's going to take and make that shot, and we didn't have it. So now that I went on that rant that I've been holding in, that was supposed to happen on the show.
All right. You saved it.
It is recorded.
Now you don't know what to say. You just gave the world
now when I'm talking, I'm like, I can't think of what I was talking about. I'll cut this in where it says Mr. and Mrs. Butt on the names.
Butts. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. So
All right.
I'll text you. I'll text you tomorrow and let you know whenever I grab that off Walton, and we'll talk.
All right. Sounds good.
Bud.
All right.